if you're keeping up with the series, you would have noticed that the last episode, it was just episode 5. And usually I follow a 2-episode structure, so like 1 and 2, 3 and 4, and what was planned to be 5 and 6. But if you saw my community post, you would have seen that the reason why episode 6 didn't make it is because the audio, my audio specifically, the one that you're hearing right now, wasn't included. Like, I didn't record it. See, in between episodes, I like to just cut the recording. So, like, I'll stop the recording and then continue it. Just, double check everything and whatnot. And also to keep it as a fail-safe. So if one fails, at least I still have the other. Which proved to be useful. Because if the whole thing was not recording audio, then that would have been a bit... You know what I mean? Anyway, I'm going to have to skip that episode because, I've already reacted to it. I'm not going to watch it again and then fake my reactions. Do you know what I mean? But I'll give you my thought process so far of what I think what I think about it and what happened and whatnot. But essentially, if I remember correctly, Ned was brought back as the Hand of the King. That's one thing. Tyrion made it out through a battle that 2 knights fought for him. One of the knights ended up being one of Caitlyn's knights. I forgot his name, but it was the one that in the episode before that. What else happened? Bran was also on a saddle on the horse. He almost got lost, and then some like homeless wilding forest people tried to essentially take his money or kidnap him or something, to which Robb came in and saved the day. And then obviously Ned's ward, I keep forgetting his name, the Greyjoy, something like that. The one that I thought was one of the brothers came in also and saved the day. What else happened? Oh yes. Oh my god, how could I forget? Daenerys' brother, what's his name? Viserys got melted gold dumped on his head with one of the coldest lines, with Drogo going, I'll give you a gold crown. And then dumped gold on his head, which was nuts because Viserys is dead now, which I kind of like understand because his like purpose, his plan, his motive was completely stripped from him. So I didn't know what they were going to do with him. So it makes sense that they just kill him off like that. But that's nuts. And it's really pushing this idea that Daenerys is like becoming even more individual than before, which is what I've been saying from the start. And then I think the last thing I remember the episode ending off with was Ned essentially as a replacement for the king, as a placeholder for the king, because the king has gone hunting. Ned was like, oh, bring in Tyrion, I want him in. So I'm guessing that's what we're going to see this episode. But before that, what was it? It was also I wanted to also clarify a few things that I misunderstood in the last episode, which was that one, what Ned is looking for in the capital whilst doing his research on Jon Arryn and what happened to him. And one of the major things is that he's looking for Robert's bastards, Robert's half sons. His affair sons, not Jon's. I thought it was Jon's, but it's not. It's Robert's sons that he's looking for, because Jon used to visit these women that had children with Robert, and he essentially just made sure that they're healthy and well. One of them being that blacksmith kid that we saw a while ago. So, I already knew that the blacksmith kid was Robert's son if you saw my reaction, but, it just adds on to it a little bit more that Robert has a lot of bastard kids and Jon took care of them, or essentially looked after them. And then there's some secret that Jon found out other than the Ceres, I can't even say her name properly, and Jamie's bond. Like, other than that, there's something else going on. And I think that's it. I think that's pretty much it, If I've missed anything, they'll probably refresh my memory in the episode once we start. So let's get to it then. Let's get to it. This right here, by the way, best crisp of all time. What is this place?
Attacking him was stupid. Lannisters, don't act like fools.
Where's this place though? Like, what's going on? Why is everything red? They're getting some livestock. They're dressed differently as well.
Why is he still alive?
It wouldn't have been clean.
Spend too much time worrying about what other people think of you.
And there's a reason for that. Look at Robert, for example, getting on to him about how he killed the Mad King by stabbing him in the back, basically. So I think he's really hyper-conscious about that.
When you hear them whispering Kingslayer behind your back, doesn't it bother you?
Of course it does.
Of course it bothers me.
I'm giving you half of our forces. We'll bring them to Catelyn Stark's girlhood home and remind her that Lannisters pay their debts.
So wait, he's given him half his forces.
He's a Lannister. Might be the lowest of the Lannisters, but he's one of us.
Wait, he's a Lannister. Is he his dad? The Lannisters must be like a big,
Mother's dead?
big... No, no, that kind of says that he's his dad, right?
It's the family name that lives on. It's all that lives on.
But still, he keeps saying the Lannisters pay their debts, whatever, right? But according to Bran's teacher, that's not their saying. We still don't know what their saying is.
You're blessed to belong to the most powerful family in the kingdoms, and you're still blessed with youth. And what have you done with these blessings? Huh?
Facts.
We could establish a dynasty that will last 1,000 years, or we could collapse into nothing, as the Targaryens did.
It is interesting, right? Like, how could such a powerful family, one with so much money, which is one of the biggest driving things in this era, especially with the king being in debt, not rule? That says so much about Robert. That tells you so much about Robert.
I need you to become the man you were always meant to be. Not next year, not tomorrow.
I mean, I hear it, but then what has he been doing in the meantime then? Like, what? He says he has an army, he says they're the most powerful family, but like, what has he actually been doing all this time?
You're in pain.
Go away! No one wants you here. She keeps coming up to... Okay, she's had a whole conversation with Ned before already. She insisted to Robert that, you know, they should have kept him as the Hand of the King. And now she's coming up to him again. Leave him alone. What do you want with him? Last time I said that the fight between Ned and Jaime is what was the whole something's going to happen to Ned thing. But I truly believe that's not it. Something is definitely still going to happen to Ned. And it's not something as small as the fight with him and Jaime. Even though that was like a major fight, it didn't lead anywhere. It was just kind of like a quarrel, if anything, right? A quarrel, right? So something's still going to happen to him. And she's kind of setting it up right now. Like, she keeps doing this thing where she acts like she cares. And she's just... I don't know, bro.
Is that why you called me here, to pose me riddles?
Oh, he called her here. Okay.
Your brother? Or your lover?
He knows! He knows! How does he know?
Targaryens wed brothers and sisters for 300 years to keep bloodlines pure.
Damn.
Jaime and I are more than brother and sister.
Damn.
We shared a wound.
Damn. That's so weird.
My son saw you with him.
Wait, how does he know? How does he know all of this? How? How does he know?
Do you love your children?
With all my heart.
No more than I love mine.
And they're all Jamie's.
Thank the gods.
Oh my god, bro. Oh my god. I was right. Okay, this is another thing that didn't make it. Unless it did, I don't even remember anymore. But one of the things that I said, I think it was either during episode 6 or 5, was that Joffrey is... That's how he knows. Yes, it was, I think, episode 6. Yes, oh my god, this is insane, bro. First of all, I'm a genius, right? But second of all, it was insinuated last episode. Basically, Ned was flipping through the book of history of the houses, right? And one of the things that I remember him, like, highlighting is that the Baratheons, Robert's family, Robert's house, each and every one had black hair or like brown hair, right? Something along those lines. And then they got to Robert's son, Joffrey, and he has blonde hair, which insinuated that that was her and Jaime's kid, not her and Robert's kid. And it makes so much sense why Ned knows now. I completely forgot about that. But I did also think about it, like last episode. That was one of my theories, right? Or I guess one of my guesses based off of what they were insinuating. And it's so disgusting. Oh my god. That is insane. And it makes sense as well, though, for these times. And I'm pretty sure there's still something somewhere out there that still does this. What she said about how, like, they're trying to keep it as pure as possible, so they keep it within the family. The Targaryens did it, whatever, right? Though they've been weird from the start. But now, it started with Jaime and Ceres. So weird. So weird.
With all my heart.
No more than I love mine.
She said, no more than I love mine. And he said, they're all Jaime's. Also, oh my god, I'm just so stupid. I'm actually so dumb.
Every girl in the Seven Kingdoms dreamed of him, but he was mine by oath.
Who? Robert?
And that night he crawled on top of me, stinking of wine, and did what he did, what little he could do.
That's insane.
And whispered in my ear, Lyanna.
Oh my god, bro. That is not what you want to hear after just getting married.
Living girl, and he loved her more than me.
Bro, that... Okay, so first of all, did her and Jaime, like, Did they know about each other, like wanting each other, or whatever, this whole idea, before she got married or after? Because she's making it sound like the king was her crush from day one. And then after the whole marriage and Lyanna's stuff, her and Jamie started doing whatever, right? But then I also want to point out, once again, I really need to see Ned and Robert in their prime.
I'll tell him the truth. You must be gone by then. You and your children. I will not have their blood on my hands.
Pausing again, but I'm gonna. This is definitely it. This is definitely what makes Ned go missing, or something happened to Ned. He's threatening her by saying that he's gonna tell him the truth. And if that happens, that's it. That's done, right? The Lannisters are finished. You know what I mean? And the show isn't just gonna get rid of them just like that, right? So something's gonna happen to Ned.
Go as far away as you can. With as many men as you can.
She won't, because she wants to rule over the kingdoms. She wants Joffrey to be the king.
You were sitting in the Iron Throne and you made him give it up. All you needed to do was climb the steps yourself. Such a sad mistake.
I've made many mistakes in my life, but that wasn't one of them.
He dragged Jamie off the chair. So essentially that's basically saying that Jamie was going to become the king, and then Ned was like, no. And then he didn't even take it himself. He let Robert take it.
When you play the Game of Thrones, you win.
She said the thing. She name dropped the show. That's crazy. They did the thing. They said the thing. Game of Thrones. Damn. Peak cinema. This is so...
He's just a boy.
There's so much lore that he's probably dropping, but I just can't listen to it because they're just dropping the fattest like sex scene the show has done yet. I'm trying to listen to what he's saying, but they're just moaning in my ear. I'm glad that's done. But I missed out so much information on that because I just couldn't. I kind of feel bad for her. I said the same thing. I said the same thing, but obviously it wasn't recorded. But like, I feel bad for her and the others that try to rob Bran. Like, I get it, right? They're criminals, whatever. They try to do something bad, but for them to be put in a situation like that, to do that, it's just, whatever it is, I feel bad for them. Especially after, you know, towards the end of that altercation, she started begging for her life. Like, you know what I mean? No hesitation. They've got nothing. You know what I mean?
You'd see death creeping towards you a few inches at a time.
Where's it come from?
The Iron Islands.
They're far away.
You've never heard of the Iron Islands?
I've never heard of the Iron Islands.
Trust me, my lord. You refer to your betters by their proper titles.
And what's that?
Lord.
Why?
Why?
I quite like this, you know, because he came in pushing this ideal, this agenda, right? That, like, this era very much so, like, was very prominent in, right? Where if you're higher than someone else in status, then you listen to them. And if you disobey them, then you've got the worst coming for you, even if it's something small, right? And now she's bringing in a perspective from the wilderness where it's like they don't follow this hierarchy-based situation. We don't even know where she's from. She said it herself.
My father is Balon Greyjoy, Lord of the Iron Islands.
What's that got to do with you?
Exactly.
I will be Lord after my father.
So you're not Lord now?
No, you...
See? I quite like her so far.
You're an impudent little wench, aren't you?
She's going to be violating him so much, and he's not going to be able to bring himself to do anything to her about it, because those violations are actually true replications of what he's standing for. Like, they're more so inner thoughts. What she's saying is his own inner thoughts about himself. So it's like, if he was to do anything to her, it's more so him losing the mental battle because it's proving her right. So I quite like her so far.
I'm used to men could chew that boy up and pick their teeth with his bones.
Like, look, she can even see his weaknesses so easily. It's great. Tells you much about her experience.
There's things that sleep in the day and hunt at night.
He's talking about the White Walkers. She's talking about the White Walkers. I'm so excited to hear more about them, you know. We haven't seen them since episode 1.
They've been gone for thousands of years.
They wasn't gone, old man.
They were asleep.
They were sleeping.
I knew it. I'm cold. I'm telling you. I wrote this show. My brain's too big. Oh my days, it feels like a lifetime ago since we've been back with these lot. I have a feeling he's going to end up seeing the White Walker.
Don't you miss girls?
Like one of the first people that... One of the first major characters to see one.
Riders! The horn. We have to blow the horn.
Riders. It looks like a wolf. Oh no, it's a horse by itself. The horse looks scared, like it saw something. What happened to Ben?
You're hunting a bull.
What the? No, nothing's happened to Robert. No, nothing's happened to Robert.
I should have spent more time with you. Only how to be a man.
No way. He's poisoned, right? He got poisoned. For sure he got poisoned. You know when it was? You know when I think it was, if he did get poisoned? It was when Ceres and Robert were talking. I mean, I guess Ceres did come in later, but that was the only time I saw him have a drink, and it was just them two. No way. Because if Robert dies, Joffrey's king. But he's young, though, so... Would they still do that? Or would they just give it to Robert's brother? But the way they're setting it up, it makes it seem like Joffrey is guaranteed to be next, so... No way. Bro.
Robert, my sweet.
Out, all of you!
Oh, do not strain yourself like that. I can imagine how much that hurts. No way Robert dies. Oh my god, bro. What about the whole Daenerys situation? Bro, it felt like he had a lot more, like, set up.
Paper and ink on the table. Write down what I say.
Oh shit. Sounds like something serious. Oh my god. What is going on in this show? What?
In the name of Robert.
He's gonna... Oh my days. He's gonna make him king.
First of... You know how it goes.
He's gonna make Ned king. He's gonna make the...
I command Eddard of House Stark, titles, to serve as Lord Regent and Protector of the Realm upon my death.
Oh my god.
Until my son Joffrey comes.
Okay, so... It is, like, bit of this, bit of that, to what I was saying, in terms of how it's guaranteed to be Joffrey, but I was still curious, like, about, you know, is he too young? Would they have given it to his brother? I guess not his brother. Damn, he's gonna give it to Ned instead of his brother. That's crazy. Oh my god, this is sick.
You'll rule now. Hate it worse than I did. You'll do it well.
He 100% deserves to be king.
The girl. Daenerys.
There we go. This is what I was waiting to hear.
Let her live. Stop it if it's not too late. I will. My son. Help him, Ned.
This is so bad because it's not even his son. Will Ned tell him about his son?
He was reading from the wine.
I wonder, Sir Barrister, who gave King this wine?
His squire.
The Lannister guy. Oh, bro. Varys is doing something crazy here. He's trying to, like, get into Ned's head. Like, he's kind of indirectly telling him, yeah, that was poisoned. Think about it. It was the Lannister cousin that gave him the wine, which was probably given to him by Jaime or Ceres, or whatever her name is.
Had a change of heart concerning Daenerys Targaryen. Whatever arrangements you made, unmake them.
I'm afraid those birds have flown.
Damn, these lot move fast! The kind of distances you have to go to do that, it's insane. Unless it's through Jorah. We're seeing a bit of conflict right now in mindsets between these two. And I think it's also going to show you the transition of not only Daenerys becoming independent from her brother, but also becoming independent from Drogo. More so a situation where she's going to end up leading Drogo. So essentially, like, Drogo is the leader of the Dothraki, right? He's the one, you know, he has the Dothraki, they've got their ways, right? I mean, he's also explaining how the sea is, like, essentially that's it. There's no going beyond that. And she's like, yeah, there is. There's land. Oh, there's dirt. You know, essentially saying it's the same as where they are now. And he's saying it's not the same. It's different out there. And I don't agree with it. And she's trying to convince him otherwise. She's manipulating them. She's doing this, like, Eve situation, like this Adam and Eve situation, right? Where she's, like, manipulating things to be a certain way. And if you had to ask me, I think she's going to end up being successful. Whether it's a situation where the Dothraki, like the rest of the Dothraki, end up following her. They choose to follow her instead of Drogo. Or she convinces Drogo. Either way, things are going to go her way. And that's for sure. Yeah, look, see? That, like, hinting at it, basically, at that point. And he's not going to like any of it. Exactly. Boom. Like, he's got his ways. He's happy with his ways. He doesn't feel like there's a need for a change. but she wants that change. Whether it's from influence because of her brother, or she's got her own, like, you know, ideas and curiosities that's motivating her to do all of this. But I'm telling you, she's gonna end up taking over, and it's gonna be dangerous, especially with the dragons coming up.
Now, if you'll pardon me, I'll seek out the merchant captain, see if he has any letters for me.
Well, I'll come with you.
No, don't trouble yourself.
That's him going to, like, relay a message or receive a message. That's why he doesn't want her to come with him. I'm starting to pick up on these things. I'm starting to pick up on these things that the show is doing. I'm not missing anything anymore. I promise you guys, I'm not missing anything anymore. I'm not going to get anything wrong anymore. I'm going to be locked in. You know, I'm not going to mistake anyone for anyone anymore.
Jorah, the Andal, the spider sends his greetings and his congratulations.
Yeah, I told you. I knew it. I've been... Bro. Oh!
You can go.
I've been on it today. You can't lie. You guys can't lie. I don't want to see anyone in the comments trying to correct me anymore, because I've been 100% today. 100%. I've predicted everything. I've even, like, said lines they were about to say before they say it. You'd think I'd have future sight, or I'm like Joseph Joestar, right? Like, your next line's gonna be this, bro. Don't test me, man. Don't test me.
Go home now.
He's gonna feel some conflict, right? He's a spy, whatever, right? But the kind of orders that he's gonna get now about Daenerys, he's gonna feel some sort of conflict because he's probably grown some sort of connection with Daenerys. So we'll see. I think he's gonna betray the spy, though. I think he's gonna betray Varys.
Rise. I'd still like to taste that wine.
She's actually developed so much.
Not worthy of a princess. I have a dry red from the arbor. Nectar of the gods.
He's gonna try and poison her. And, oh my god. Jorah is gonna intercept. And he's gonna be confused. He's like, what are you doing? Like, this was the plan. What, are you betraying us? Type of situation. This is insane. This show's crazy.
I hope to repay your kindness someday.
Oh my god, I was right. Again.
I have a thirst. Open it.
He's gonna get him to drink it, and he's not gonna want to drink it. He's actually gonna get him to drink it. He's like, oh yeah, no, if it's so good, please have some. And he's not gonna want to try it because he's gonna end up being exposed. This is so bad, guys. You can't get onto me in the comments anymore. I'm telling you, I've unlocked it. Ultra instinct mode. He's not gonna try it. He's not gonna try it. He's gonna try it. No way, bro.
You first.
Yeah. Had me going for a second. He's not gonna swallow, and then he's... Oh, okay. It was either that or he was gonna, like, hold it in and not gonna swallow it. Damn.
You can take your vows here tonight.
Okay, so this is the vow that Ned was talking about at the start when the guy was like, oh yeah, I know I had said my vow, but I saw what I saw.
Ren to the Rangers, Samwell to the Stewards, Makar to the Rangers.
Oh,
Darian.
wait a minute. They don't choose. They're being assigned the role randomly, or like based on the heads, or whatever these lot are called, right? They're the ones choosing their roles. I thought they get to choose. Okay, hold on. Let me listen to this one more time then.
Rast to the Rangers, John to the Stewards.
What?
Rancer to the Builder.
Oh, he's so pissed. He is so pissed. Just like a petty... Look at his face! Is that supposed to be like a petty comeback for how John was during the training grounds? Like, how he was acting and whatnot?
And keep a fire burning in his chambers. Change his sheets and blankets.
This is so rude. That's insane. He's actually getting him back so much.
I always wanted to be a ranger. I always wanted to be a wizard. What? No, I'm serious.
I mean, at least that means that they get to be together for longer.
Stannis is your older brother.
This isn't about the bloody line of succession. That didn't matter when you rebelled against the Mad King. It shouldn't matter now.
This is good. I like this. I quite like him specifically because of that. He's so right. Ned's biggest issue at the moment is... Well, it's not his biggest issue. It's his biggest quality as well as his biggest issue. It's his honor. Following the law as is. You know, keeping things in line is one of his biggest qualities because it makes him an honest man. but at the same time is one of his biggest flaws because it leads to like bad outcome decisions, right? For example, in episode 1, yes, the guy was a deserter, but he had such valuable information about the White Walkers and all that stuff, right? But because of his honor, because of the law, he had to kill him. Even if he might not have wanted to, Ned had to follow, which is a flaw because now they know nothing about the White Walkers. They killed the only guy that does know. And now Robert's brother is coming in and giving him straight facts, right? Where it's like sometimes you have to kind of just play around a little bit, play around the law a little bit for the greater good, the actual correct decisions that you have to make. Not these like, is what it is, that's the law, Joffrey's, you know what I mean, it is what it is. Like, that's Ned's biggest flaw and quality. So I'm glad they're tackling it because it will develop Ned more as a character.
He is the rightful heir. Nothing can change that.
And
Ned.
he cannot take the throne without your help. You would be wise to deny it to him. When the queen proclaims one king and the hand proclaims another, whose peace do the gold cloaks protect?
Bro, who's the gold cloaks? They sound insane.
It shall not end until my death. I shall take...
Bro, what is this face? And why is it bleeding like on its tears? That's so weird.
Rise now as men of the Night's Watch.
Okay, so does that mean that they can't change their position or what? But it's weird seeing me sitting up. I'm always laying back. Damn!
What's he got there? To me, Ghost.
Whose hand is that? The way it's cut up though and frozen up, it's the same way that the White Walkers left it. Oh, this show's just getting even more and more interesting. Again, I don't know if I've said this before, I probably have, but Drogo, like, and the Dothraki, as savage as they are so tightly knit, they are so true to their tradition and their culture, which makes them honest, right? Like, probably the most honest in any kingdom, any house. Damn! He is so angry. Oh my god. This is insane. This is actually insane.
It's all right. Let him through.
Damn. On
King Joffrey,
site.
the Queen Regent requests your presence in the throne room.
King Joffrey.
What?
He's gone. The gods give him rest.
What? Already? No way.
I fear Lord Renly has left the city.
What is happening? What is happening? He did that so quick. And Robert is dead. Robert is dead. Oh my god. I didn't even think about that.
All hail his grace, Joffrey.
Damn! Damn! He's on a chair. What is going on? What is this standoff? What is this standoff, man? Look at him. He does not deserve to be on that chair, but this is insane.
Today I shall accept oaths of fealty from my loyal counselors.
Is he even allowed to do that? Look at her. She's such a smug bastard.
No man here could ever question your honor.
Is that the message that Robert left behind? Okay. So what happens now then? What happens now?
Lord Eddard Stark is herein named Protector of the Realm, to rule as regent until the heir come of age.
Okay, they can't deny this now. There's no way she's gonna be like, oh, he forged the signature. No way she can say that.
Is this meant to be your shield, Lord Stark?
Oh my god, bro.
A piece of paper.
Those were the king's words.
We have a new king now.
What do you mean? That's not how that thing works. That's not how this works. But how?
Your son has no claim to the throne.
Exactly.
Liar! You condemn yourself with your own mouth, Lord Stark.
The letter's right there. Bro, with his signature. Bro, I'm so confused.
Kill him! Kill all of them, I command it!
Commander! Take the queen and her children into custody.
So who are they gonna listen to? Bro, this is insane. This is so crazy. No! Oh my god! What the what is going on, bro? This is insane. What was that episode? What was that episode? Oh my god. Look at the headset then. Oh my god, bro. What the fuck? What was that episode? Awais wants to watch. Awais wants to see episode 9 and 10 with me. And I'm gonna have him as a guest, probably like through Discord or something, to watch it together. But if he's insinuating that those episodes are like the ones he wants to see with me, and this is what I'm seeing for episode 7 and 8, I don't know what to expect. Alright, I think we're ready. I took a quick break, as you can see I got changed. I felt like what's it called? My pajama ended up picking up too much cat hair and it was just tickling me everywhere on my neck and my face. That's why I went and refreshed myself a little bit by cleaning up and getting changed. Anyway, I think it's time to see what episode 8 has got in store for us. Let's go. I was literally just about to say, as the episode started, that this episode's called Pointy End. So it's gonna have something major to do with Arya. But in the meantime, something insane is going on. This is on the level of what they were talking about with the Mad King and what happened with him. This is insane. And Arya doesn't even know what's going on. Oh my god, even the citizens? They are ruthless. They're going for everyone. They're actually going to be like resetting the kingdom completely. Oh mate, Sansa is in big trouble. Why don't you go with her? Why do you feel the need to be like this? Like every mental position role, they always feel the need to like sacrifice themselves like this. If she dies, this is gonna be... Oh, mate.
And now you are a dead.
Only because you lied.
Tongue lied. My eyes shouted the truth.
He's such a good mentor. Oh my god, it gets me so hype about what Arya's gonna become like later on.
Come with us. Your father wants to see you.
And why is it that Lord Eddard is sending Lannister men in place of his own?
Oh, he's such a goat.
Get out of my way, little man.
Oh, they're about to get completely destroyed by a wooden sword. That is crazy. That's embarrassing.
Bring the girl.
He's actually gonna 1v5 them or something like that with a wooden sword.
Father.
This is about to be an embarrassed display of the army. He is ridiculous. Oh my god, he is so cold. Look at him. He's so tough. He has no armor, no real sword, and the other guy does. And he's bigger than him. He's got a bigger reach. And he's about to embarrass him. Damn. The way he does it.
To the god of death.
Not today.
He wins. For sure he wins this. If he doesn't, I'm gonna be so mad. Bro, oh, what was that noise? That sounded like someone gets stabbed. Sansa's like nun thing, whatever she is, right? Syrio, Arya's mentor, like, why? If this show gets rid of him, I'm gonna be so mad. You do not want to run into him.
I'll tell the queen.
Who do you think sent me?
Ridiculous. And I thought he was a better character than this. He's actually like a proper lapdog. I thought he was just in that position, he didn't really like it. No, he's actually a lapdog.
There she is.
What the fuck?
What do you want?
Want you, wolf girl. Come here.
Bro.
Stay away!
Nah. That's crazy. That might have been like the biggest shock I've had so far. Arya just killed someone. And it was a kid nonetheless. A defenseless, unarmed kid.
Lord Stark, you must be thirsty.
I called it. Something's gonna happen to Stark. He's gonna be taken, probably imprisoned. And again, the streak goes on. 100%. My KD, so high up. Because I haven't had any losses, my KD is just like, just ongoing. Oh, it's Varys. I didn't even realize it was Varys. You know what's crazy? And I thought Varys was the iffy guy. I picked Baelish over Varys, promptly because of the because of Caitlyn's trust in Baelish. But hey, Varys is slowly becoming a better character.
What about my daughters?
The younger one seems to have...
Wait, what am I doing? What am I doing? Why am I just letting this brush past me? The battle's over. He's lost. We didn't even see how that how that happened. Okay, I guess Joffrey's king now. That's still insane to me.
Queen can't kill me. Can't hold a brother.
The wrong brother, sadly. Your wife has let the imp slip through her fingers.
Damn, that's right. He's got no leverage.
And slit my throat and be done with it.
Varys has got some plan.
Who do you truly serve?
Facts.
The realm, my lord. Someone must.
Cold. Varys, like, slowly, again, like I said, slowly becoming a better and better character. He's becoming more and more interesting. He's like a joker. He's like a wild card. Very interesting character. Baelish, on the other hand, what a traitor.
It's also, without a doubt.
Don't know who that is.
The smell.
What smell?
There is none. If they'd been dead for a long time, wouldn't they be rot?
But they're frozen. And is that because of the cold or is it because of the White Walkers?
You may be a coward, Tarly. You're not stupid.
My goat is getting some recognition. I like that.
Mr. Aemon awaits you in his chambers.
So when are they going to hear about what's going on in the capital?
From King's Landing. Come on, move, man.
I should just shut up.
For yourself.
Wait, so this is Mormont, right? Not the other guy? This is Mormont. This is Jorah's family, something. I don't know.
The king is dead.
Is there any word of my father?
Sit.
This is going to be a rough one. Oh, it's probably a lie as well. Yes, I knew it. Bro, this is so bad, man. I was just about to say that. The queen's probably spread a lie. I say probably, but he just confirmed it as I was saying it. This is so... She is such scum.
I hope you're not thinking of doing anything stupid. Your duty lies here now.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my god, bro. I do not... No. This is so rough.
If I could see my father, talk to him about...
It's not gonna happen.
You disappoint me, Charles.
Bro, Cesari says... She's so annoying, man.
What will happen to him?
That depends.
On what?
On your brother and on you.
God, she's such a conniving, manipulative little... Oh my god. She is...
Treason. If he puts my father in chains, now he wants his ass kissed.
Oh, bro.
This is a royal...
It's angering me. It's genuinely angering me.
But not alone.
Yeah, take an army with you.
Call the banners.
Here we go again, just naming... What are they called again? Black Cloak, Night's Watch, banners. Like, there's so many different types of army men and soldiers that... I don't know. Is the banner supposed to be like the Stark family's, like, army? Are we gonna have another war? Like... I say war, another battle. We just had one inside the King's throne room. And now we're about to have another one in King's Landing.
There must be.
Damn.
Good. Why is that good? Means you're not stupid.
Tough! Oh, bro. Call me biased, whatever, right? I love it when... Okay, not biased, but like, call it cliche. It's becoming more and more cliche nowadays, but I still think it's great. Using, like, realism on certain topics like fear in situations like this is genius, right? That's why I love, like, this, the anime Fear, and it did something similar with, funny enough, Stark and Aizen, where Aizen, before a battle, this warrior, this very strong, like, looked up to warrior, was scared and his hands were shaking before a strong battle against a strong opponent. Same way that Stark was also scared whenever he went into battle, and you have to play into that. One, it shows, again, like Theon said, you're not stupid, and two, it shows that you've got bravery because you're now going up against something that your body's instincts is telling you not to. I love it. Again, call it cliche because it is slowly becoming more and more with the use of it. And I mean, Game of Thrones actually did it really early on, but Game of Thrones is actually genius for this. I love it. Amazing. This and the whole Robert situation about forgetting what his wife looked like, or his wife, Lyanna, looked like. These are some of Game of Thrones' like best qualities so far.
If you fear for the safety of your son... Of course I fear for the safety of my son. The Knights of the Vale will stay in the Vale where they belong, to protect their lord.
I mean, that's fair. But you just have to leave her alone. Like, she's made her decision. She knows what she wants to do. Let her be. God, it feels like ages since I last seen Tyrion.
Eh? What would you do then? Starve, most likely?
I wonder what Tyrion thinks about this whole situation and what he plans to do. Because he did say he loves his family, but at the same time, he did give this insinuation that he is suspicious of them in that one conversation back in Winterfell.
And if the day ever comes when you're tempted to sell me out, remember this. Whatever their price, I'll beat it.
That's kind of cold. But Tyrion, what a good character, man. He's very straightforward and blunt.
Come, share our fire. Help yourselves to our goat.
Damn, that's a Viking. Oh my god.
At least I have the courage to face my enemies. What do the stone crows do? Hide behind rocks and shiver when the knights of the Vale ride by. Those are the best weapons.
Okay, if what he says is true, they're a bit disappointing. If they're hiding because of like the Knights of the Vales, and they had a court introduction, kind of like they look so cool. They look like Vikings. But if the Knights of the Vales is what scares you,
The Lords of the Vale want me dead. I believe it is time for new Lords of the Vale.
damn, he's bro. What's going on? Oh my god, what is going on? Why is everyone proclaiming war? Why is everyone trying to go into some fight? I mean, at least they learn how to cook, right?
But a traitor's busted.
Damn, you can't be coming in saying all of that.
I told you not to do anything stupid. You're confined to quarters.
This is rough, man. Everything's actually just going to shit. There's so much that needs to be cleaned up and picked up.
Ghost, what's wrong? Is someone out there?
Damn, look at him, just like he's like, yeah, out there. Could it? No way it's a White Walker, right? No way, because it's already been hinted at a couple times now that the direwolf are somehow like related to the White Walkers, not like directly, but in a way where they're aware of them, they can tell where they are. That death of those two that were part of Ben's group, and the wolf bringing the hand back, that was like a very big hint that like, oh, when it comes to White Walkers, the direwolf know what's up. And I think it's about to prove that right now. Do I think we will see a White Walker? Or they're going to play a major role this episode? No. Might get a hint of it though. If they do, if they straight up just put one in this episode and it takes like a major role of the episode, I don't know how to react because there's already so much going on. It's like a zombie. It's unkillable. Oh my god.
Snow! Come on!
It's still alive. So fire's their weakness. What is this episode doing? First of all, they do work a little bit like zombies, where one, they're unkillable, and two, they are infected and transformed into a White Walker. They're not just like, there might be, I think there will be like pure-blooded White Walkers where they're just White Walkers from the start, and then there's also people who have become White Walkers, probably like a vampire zombie situation where they get infected or bitten or something like that, right? But this is, I don't know. So that's not like a White Walker. It is a White Walker, but it's not a White Walker. It's not pure-blooded. I think that girl from the start, was she? Probably. I wouldn't be shocked if she also wasn't. But if she is, because, okay, no, I don't think she is, because in the first episode, whenever you did see the White Walkers chasing that deserter, you saw the girl, and her only like prominent features was that she was pale and had the blue eyes. But then if you look closely, you could see something that looked a bit more, like a little more strange a little bit more deformed or like inhuman. So whatever that thing was, that's the pure-blooded White Walker. So I don't think the girl was, and I don't think this guy is either. I think this is supposed to be the hint, right? So they're not the White Walkers. Okay. But that aside, what is going on? What is going on? This is insane. How am I supposed to keep up? They are so in tune with following her and her plan that they are now going against their own morals. They are raiding villages to get money, to make money, right? You know, obviously for the ships. So it's insane to me, but at the same time, it shows you their loyalty. They are so ride or die for Daenerys. It's insane. Where's the dragons though? I really want to see the dragons. That's the one thing I'm keeping ties with this side of the story, because I want to see the dragons.
You cannot claim them all, princess.
I can, and I will.
There's a bit of a parallel here between her and Ned. They both have an honor. They both have an ideal, a morale that they want to keep up, which is contradicting their plan. What they need to do to continue on, right? What she needs to do to continue on, what Ned needs to do to protect the realm. Their roles and their responsibilities is asking for something that's completely contradicting their beliefs. And just like what I said with Ned, if she manages to continue that role and responsibility without dishonoring and breaking her belief, right? That's some goated status level stuff, right? Her and Ned both. But I'm not too much like into Daenerys that much. Ned, yes, but Daenerys is like, you know what I mean? I'm just more so waiting for the dragons. But if she does manage to do something like that and still succeed, she gets a point from my eyes. Yeah, I was gonna say, does he have the right to say that? Oh my days, bro. They are setting up so much with them too. No way. Oh my god. He's tough. He is tough. If there's anyone that's not going against their morals or their beliefs, it's him. He's going all out. He will die for this. We're about to see something from him. I'm interested because he's supposed to be like a very major antagonist. Oh! Oh my god! Oh my days! Listen. What do you do? Like how do you win against a man like this? Right?
And when I am done with the Lannisters, I will march back north, root you out of your keep, and hang you for an oathbreaker.
Oathbreaker, is it?
Oh my god, bro. What is going on, bro? What? Everyone wants to fight. Everyone's on smoke today. What? I'm just gonna stay quiet. It just tore his finger off. Those wolves are on site.
The Great John only meant to cut my meat for me.
Your meat is blood.
2 fingers. Bro, he's crazy.
Listen to Maester Lewin. Look after your little brother.
That has to be like the first time they've directly said that Rickon's related to them. Because the last time they mentioned him was when Theon was like, oh, you need to worry about Rickon. That's it. They never explicitly said that they're related. How does this all get resolved though? Like how? What could happen? There's no way to avoid a fight anymore. There he is! That has to be Rickon, right?
Rob will be looking for you to say goodbye.
This whole time.
Gone away.
We finally see Rickon. Oh my days, bro. Well, I don't understand why they kept him hidden for so long.
What did you mean about hearing the gods?
You asked them. They're answering you.
Yeah, but how do you know that? Oh, sorry. I mean, she is a wildling. She's more connected with nature. Obviously, she's going to be more specialized with this than he is. Again, with the blood crying thing, how does that work? I need someone to explain it.
No, that's a big man. He has giant's blood in him, or I'm the queen.
Go back and find your clothes, Hodor. Go dress.
Hodor.
It's been a while since I've seen Hodor, and I wanted to see him again, but did not need to see him like that.
Are there really giants beyond the wall?
Giants. Worse than giants. I tried telling your brother. He's marching the wrong way. All these swords, they should be going north, boy. North, not south.
This is so... Oh, it's so sick. It's gassing me up so much. It's gassing me up so much. This is so sick. The show is so good. This show is so good. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, let's talk about this for a second. I need to, like... Look at my hair. Look at it. Hold on. I'm bugging out. I need to relieve some of this just... nerve building up in me. All of this. It's genius. It's genius. It's so good. All of this that they're building up. Or not building up. That they're setting up. That's going on, right? The Dothraki, the Lannisters versus the Stark, the whole what's it called? I'm starting to forget. I'm bugging out. The Vale versus the Hill Riders, whatever they're called, right? It's incredible because none of that matters. Nothing, zero. Because there's so much worse, as she just said, there's so much worse going on in the north beyond the wall. That not even the Seven Kingdoms together, I guess, are going to be able to deal with. And her like fleeing south and as south as possible, and her suggesting that they should go north. Forget, like, she's making it sound like what's going on at King's Landing is nothing compared to what's going on beyond the wall north. And it gets me so excited to like keep watching, because it's like what is beyond the wall. I'm already really gassed about the idea of giants existing because I'm a huge fan of that. But amazing. Oh, it's so good. This show is so good. I can see why people say what they say about this show. It's brilliant. But I can't wait. I want to see more. Because right now, this whole season has just been a setup, which is nuts considering everything that's been going on. Oh my god, and the dragons, bro. Like how the wall was there, like how the wall was built, all of this stuff. It's all of these things that just I'm super excited about. It's why One Piece. I know, random segue, but it's why One Piece is so good as well, because it's got so many of these elements just there. I'm so excited. I'm excited. It's been a while since I've been excited for a show like this. Let's continue.
And when they wake up...
And when they wake up,
I hope the wall's high enough.
What's that supposed to mean? No way they're that big. This is some Attack on Titan level shit. Probably worse, because this wall looks way, way, way bigger. I can't wait. I can't wait. I'm so glad I've never seen anything from this show. I'm so glad I've never been spoiled, and I hope it continues that way.
Mother.
Damn. Feels like ages since they last saw each other.
You look well.
Tough.
Lady Catelyn.
You know Caitlyn?
We had thought not.
Caitlyn shows a lot, like, okay, Catelyn. Catelyn shows a lot of emotional intelligence and maturity. And I guess it also shows her experience. Like, I don't know much about her, but she is like you saw how the way Rob reacted. Very generic reaction that you would have after seeing a mom after a long time. But he's also in the midst of a very serious situation. Yet he still let his emotion like out, which is fine, normal, you know. But then her response was calm and collected. Like, she didn't even get emotional. Like, oh my god, my son, it's been a long time. Like, that's tough. That's generally really cool to see of her. There we go. Okay. She has her professionalism, and then she knows the times to just become, you know, emotional. It's really nice to see as well. I needed a bit of a wholesome moment.
If you lose, your father dies. Your sisters die.
Damn.
We die.
She's kind of tough. What? Like, you'd think a mum would be very, like, Oh, my boy, oh, you don't need to worry, da-da-da. No, she's keeping it real with him. And this whole situation, oh my god, bro. This is the Lannisters thing. Is this the Red Keep?
My lord father, Tywin, son of Tytos of House Lannister, Lord of Casterly Rock, Warden of the West.
Damn. How many titles has this guy got?
We have our differences, Jaime and I. He's braver, I'm better looking.
My sweet sister persuade the king to imprison his dear friend Ned.
I know it's just about to happen, but I'm super curious to see and hear what Tyrion has to say about all of this. I mean, we'll see his reaction, sure, but his actual thoughts, I don't think so. In front of his dad? No way.
Robert Baratheon is dead. Joffrey rules in King's Landing.
Look at him, he knows.
Sister rules, you mean?
We need to get around him and break Jaime Lannister.
This is so sick. I love things like this. This reminds me of Avatar The Last Airbender on a table when the Fire Nation was planning the attacks.
And he understands honor and courage.
So what then? What's the plan?
Let him go.
Really?
Rob.
She probably saw her husband in him just there. That's why she didn't speak.
Lord Tywin, winter is coming for him.
Mm.
20,000 Northerners marching south to find out if he really does shit gold.
Damn, he's actually he's giving him information. That's crazy. Finally get to see Ned again. For like 5 seconds, okay. The only one good guy left.
Long and faithfully. Every man
I feel bad for him because he's in a situation where he's like, he's got his job and responsibilities to keep, and he's following something he really doesn't want to, and you can see it.
It is time to rest.
She's retiring him. He's not gonna want that though. He's actually not gonna want
Grace,
that.
the King's Guard is a sworn brotherhood.
Exactly.
Our vows are taken for life.
Boom.
Only death
Boom.
relieves us of our sacred trust.
Boom. Who take them on?
Even now, I could cut through the five of you like carving a cake.
Tough. You know, that's probably not even like that's not an overestimation of what he's capable of based on Jaime and Ned's like description of him.
Here, boy. Melt it down and add it to the others.
Tough. Damn, that's unfortunate. And to let Jaime lead the King's Ward, this is becoming more and more corrupt by the second.
He never wanted to be hanged until the king asked him. They must have lied to him, Lord Renly or Lord Stannis or somebody. They must have lied.
He said I wasn't the king.
And he was right, and you guys just denied it, even though the paper was right there, the proof was right there. God, Robert should have had someone else in the room as well, man.
Treason is treason.
If you still have any affection in your heart for me, please do me this kindness, your grace.
Your sweet words have moved me. He has to confess and say that I'm the king.
I do not want to hear
no
that.
mercy for him.
Do not want to hear that.
He will.
He won't. I promise you he won't. He'll deny it and then end up getting killed. It's over. It's done. It's done. I've done it. I've made it. Wow. It feels like I just watched like a movie, like 6 episodes, like an entire season. Because so much happened. So much is going on. I don't even know what to say. Honestly, I'm ending this here. I'm not giving my thoughts. I need to continue on. Because I can't speak until I see the outcome of everything that's just been set up now. So I'll see you guys in episode 9 and 10.